Living long is a nice thing, but more importantly, I think, is to live a happy life, a strong life. And so, hey, us Americans, I don't know, man, we're not kicking ass on that one, but I know where they are kicking ass on that one. And there's two places on Earth. Actually, there's more than two places, but there's two main places on Earth. What's up, everybody? This is DJ Tony, and this is Wellness Week Live. You are watching and listening to Wellness Week Live. I am a DJ. I'm not a DR, so always check with the healthcare professionals. Basically, don't listen to me. I know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm a human. I'm on this earth. Let's talk about living stronger and happier. Those are first two. The third one, not as important, but living longer. That's always nice. But so there are two places on earth, two main places, and they're called blue zones. And no, they're not blue zones because of the water, but they're called blue zones because really of the inhabitants, the citizens, the people of these two spots on Earth, that they live strong lives, happy lives, and longer lives than anyone else on the Earth, and that is Greece and Japan. Those are the two places. Now, particularly not all of Greece and not all of Japan, but certain parts of Japan and certain parts of Greece are where they find the humans that live the happiest lives, the strongest lives, and the lives with the most longevity. So it's in these two places. So what are they doing different than us in America? How are they beating us in America? How are they living stronger lives than us in America? Because, I mean, come on, we're America. We're the strongest, most powerful, most strongest, powerful, strongest, so strong, so powerful, so strong, powerful, so powerful, strong, strong. How is Greece beating us? How is Japan beating us? I thought we were supposed to be the best. So what are they doing different than us in America? And what can we learn from the Greeks and the Japanese about living stronger lives and happier lives? What is it? And there's four main pillars that they're beating us at. And it's pretty simple. And it doesn't cost any money. And it actually, in many ways, costs less money than what we do here in the States because, we may have some of the best medical facilities on Earth. But then why are we the sickest people on Earth? Why are we always ill? Why do we have the highest obesity rates? Why do we have the highest cancer rates, the highest heart attack rates? Why is that? Since we're the strongest, most powerful country ever lived, how are the Greeks and the Japanese beating us? How are they living stronger, healthier lives, happier lives? So there's four main things they do in the blue zones in Greece and Japan. So let's unpack it. Let's get right into it, everybody. So my first thing I want to say is it's the food, but I digress. It's really, I would say, we're going to start off backwards. So it's really the relationships. In Greece and Japan, I'm generally speaking here about most of the countries, not every single person. I know you know a Greek person that has like the worst relationship. I get it. But in Greece and Japan, especially in the island areas, the smaller island areas of those peninsulas and islands, their relationships are stronger. Now, what does that mean? So they're stronger not because they value their family and friends more. It's not that. It's how they interact with them. So, for instance, in Greece and in Japan, okay, they value family just like we do in America. But in America, generally speaking, us Americans, what do? Yeah, family's important. Family's important. Yeah, I'm going to see him. I'm going to see him for the holidays. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to see him. We're in the room. And everyone's texting and they're on their phone. They're in the room, but they're not really in the room. You see where I'm going with this? In America, we connect, and not to say that the Japanese and the Greeks don't have cell phones and stuff, but in America, we value family in a distant way, and we value our friends too in a distant way. I can be out with my friends and we're all on our phones. Are we really connecting? See, in Greece and Japan, what they do is they put the phone down and they connect through conversation, through a hug, through a handshake, through being in the moment, talking to someone. And they don't do that, hey, for the holidays, once a month, once every couple of months. No, they do it every day. That's the difference. That's probably the biggest factor in living a healthy life and a strong life. They have connections, real connections. I'm not saying everyone has to be your best friend, but they have these social connections in Greece and in Japan that we don't have here in America. I understand, someone in America has got the best connections, but Americans, generally speaking, we don't. And so that's the first and foremost thing I would say, because I'm going to change it up. I would say food is number one, but really relationships and food are number one and one. So relationships. That's what they do great in Japan and in Greece and in other blue zones like Sicily and things like that. Family and friends are not just uh, you know, lip service. They actually get together with family or friends. Because you could say, "Oh, my family's not near me." Excuse maker. I said friends also though, or they make friends. They make new friends, and not everyone has to be a best friend. But the thing is, they're getting together with people every day, whether it be after work or during lunch, and they're connecting, they're talking, they're looking each other in the eye, they're putting the phone down. So that's a big, big part of being healthy, about being stronger. That right there, And so if we have to steal that from their playbook. Second, food, or equally as important as relationships is food. Us in America, right? Pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread, cake, cookies, bagels, pizza, pasta bread, sodas, beer, wine, beer, wine, beer, wine, 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 beer, 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 soda, 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 cake, cookies, ice cream, chips, cake, cookie, pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread. Now you may say, hey, the Greeks, they drink wine. Yeah, they do. But number one, they drink less of it. Have you seen a Greek's wine glass versus an American's wine glass? Okay, that's number one. But again, it's not any one of these things by themselves. It's a conglomerate. Okay, so alcohol is not really as big as a thing in the longevity and healthy and happy and strong places like certain parts of Greece and Japan, where people are living to 110 and they're strong, or they're 30 and 40 years old, but they're happy and they're strong and they're healthier than Americans because they're not always drinking. Hey, once a week, or I like to wind down every night with a glass. No. They drink a lot of water. They drink a lot of tea. In Japan, green tea every day that has polyphenols, antioxidants. That's what's making them stronger and happier, because when you're healthier, you're happier. Aches and pains, I'm tired. So they're not drinking a lot of alcohol, especially in Japan. I understand Japan has sake. I get it. But again, the places where people are living happy, healthy, and strong lives, alcohol is not a part of their life. Just not. Maybe at a wedding. Yeah, okay. But so they're not drinking shit. They're not drinking soda. They're not drinking juicy drinks, apple juice, orange juice. I'm drinking that shit. They're eating oranges. And as a matter of fact, you might say a glass of wine is good for you. They're eating grapes, actually. Grapes are just as good as the wine without the alcohol, because alcohol is toxic for you. So anyways, what they drink, a lot of water, a lot of green tea. Okay. And yes, there's coffees. They drink that too. But again, it's small amounts. You ever seen it? Yeah. Have you ever seen a Greek's coffee cup or a Japanese teacup? They're like a Dixie cup. In America, let me get an extra large venti. Everything is, really gavon in America. So that's another reason that they're living longer. They drink water, not juice. They drink water, not soda. They drink water, not alcohol. They drink green tea, not diet soda, And so it's going back to God made versus man made. They're drinking simple things. Okay. A lot of water they're drinking. The other thing is they're with the food, they're not eating fried food. So they're eating a lot of fish. If you haven't noticed that Japan and Greek, their islands and peninsulas, fish, 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 fish. There's not a lot of chicken, not a lot of steak, not a lot of pork, because those things cost money and they're not as plentiful as the fish, 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 fish. And they're not grilling. I'm sorry, they're grilling, but they're not frying. Frying is bad. You'd be hard pressed to find anywhere in Japan where they're frying anything. I get it. They can fry stuff, but that's not part of where the healthy, strong people live. They don't fry. They bake, they boil, they grill. So you can make an argument grilling food could be carcinogenic, and that's true, but frying is even worse. So you're not getting a lot of fried foods in Japan and in parts of Greece. That's where the people who live the happiest, strongest lives. So they're not frying foods. They're not buying a lot of processed foods. They're eating fruits. They're not drinking fruit juices. They're not, hey, I got a bagel with blueberries in it. There's the fruit. They don't do that. They actually eat blueberries. Japan is eating a lot of vegetables. So we want to eat and we want to get our carbs from vegetables. We don't want our carbs from pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread, pasta bread. That's bad. It's cancerous. It's heart disease ridden. So that's what they're doing too. So they're eating a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fish, period. take a page out of that. The third thing they're doing, or the fourth thing, is they're moving. I didn't say working out. They're moving. So in Greece and in Japan, whole lot of walking going on. They walk to the market to get their food. They walk to go see their friends. They walk to go to their church or temple service. They walk with friends to talk with them. So a lot of walking on top of doing their normal exercises or whatever. There's a lot of walking. When I was in Taormina, Sicily, many, many years ago, after we ate dinner, which again was a lot of fish and vegetables and not much pasta, believe it or not. I hate to tell you this, but in Italy, they eat a little bit of pasta, piccolo, no grande. So in America, it's never-ending bowl of pasta. I'm a friggin' jerk off. Like, that's not the Italian way, and it's not the Mediterranean way. So anyways, when I was in Taormina, Sicily, after we had our dinners or even lunches, but our dinners, fish and vegetables and, pasta the size of the palm of your hand, that's it. We got up and walk after every dinner. And I'm like, where are we going? We were just walking the piazza, walk around like idiots. But literally the whole damn town was doing that. So we would walk for, I don't know, hour and a half. I mean, every single night. It wasn't, hey, let me go sit down and watch television like every friggin' American does. You got up and you go for a walk. It's nighttime. Yeah, you're going to go for a walk. Or, in America, I could tell you this. You can walk on a treadmill, or I even walk standing up. So after I get done eating, I don't sit down. I'll just stand up and I'll read my book, or stand up and just walk in place for a little bit. You might say, oh, well, it's crazy. Well, I don't have back problems, and I'm not always sick. I'm never tired. I'm always in a good mood. That's not by chance. That's by getting up and moving. So they do that in Greece. They do that in Japan. There's a lot of walking going on, getting their steps in. Notice I didn't say working out. You're not going to find a lot of gyms in Greece and Japan, but then why are they stronger than us? Why are they living happier lives? Why are they living healthier lives? They ain't got no gym because they just get up and they move every day, hours a day. So we can take a page out of that book. The other thing is interesting is that they don't work their asses off. They're not doing, work a 70-hour work week because they need more shoes and more toys and more stuff, and they got to go on vacation down there to go see that rat in a Ferris wheel. Like, they're not into that. They don't work their asses off to have more stuff, more toys, the latest car, the latest phone, 17 pairs of shoes, streaming this service, streaming that service, they going on this vacation, that vacation, this cruise, that cruise. They don't do that. They work, they pay their bills, and that's it. Now, don't get me wrong. Tokyo, the city, yes, they're known to be very, very hard workers. No one's going to say that, but I would say take the page from the Greeks. The Greeks are very similar to the Italians, and that is, c'est la vie. We work, we don't work. Maybe we're going to work, maybe we're not. But you know what? Look at them, look at us. We work till our grave. And for what? They work just to pay the bills, and that's it. And then the rest of the time, sit down, have a coffee. And they live stronger lives than us in Greece. They live happier lives than us in Greece. I have friends of mine that left America, and they're American born and raised, Jersey born and raised. And they're like, I'm out. Where are you going? Moving to Greece. What do you mean moving to Greece? Yeah, that's where I'm going to live. Wow. American born, raised. They're like, no. And they haven't, they come back for vacation to see their friends once in a while, I guess. But yeah, they love it. And I can keep going. I used to date a woman. She was a New Jersey state trooper, born and raised in America, Irish, okay, not Italian, because Italy's part of the blue zone. And she retired early from the state troopers. And she said to me, essentially, should I break up with me? And she's like, I'm moving. I'm like, oh, okay, where are you going? I'm going to Italy. I'm like, what? You don't even speak Italian. She's like, I'm moving to Tuscany. And the Today Show, NBC actually did a little expose on her that, talking about Americans that are leaving. And so she left and hasn't turned back. That's where she lives. She loves it. Nice, quiet, slow, no hustle, no bustle. And but my point is, we don't have to have the hustle and bustle life. We can have a bit of Greece, a bit of Italy, a bit of Japan in our lives. We choose to work our asses to the bone to what? Again, to get the toys and more stuff. At what cost? We're being sicker. We're being more run down. So these are the things we can take from the Greeks and the Japanese, in the parts of Japan and the parts of Greece where they live happier lives, healthier lives, stronger lives. Notice I didn't say longer. It's about living a quality, happy, strong life. And they're doing that in spades in Greece and in parts of Japan. And that's where the people who are the healthiest and the happiest and the strongest live. That's the blue zones. And we have to copy some of that. I'm not saying we have to copy everything, but we really should make those a priority. Again, work to pay your bills, but I don't know. Well, do I need to go on that vacation? Do I need to have the latest leased car? Do I need the latest phone? Do I need 17 pairs of shoes? Do I need it? All adds up. Do I need to have a big Christmas? How about listen, everyone's going to get a $20 Christmas gift. Oh, you try that at my house. Well, be the leader. Do that in your house. Make a new thing. Listen, it's going to be about the quality. It's Jesus' birthday. It's not yours. So, but that's the mindset, they have in Greece. It's like, hey, we're going to work. We're going to take our time and we're not going to work too hard. You can do that. I'm not saying drop everything today, but you can slowly incorporate that into your life. Excuse me while I take a sip of my green tea. But like that, the green tea. Japanese drink green tea all day long. That's a simple thing you can add into your life. Keep drinking your shit drinks, fine. But add green tea into your life. Look at the Greeks. They friggin' smoke. In Greece, it's a big thing to smoke, like Italy. And they still live healthier and happier and stronger lives than us Americans. How the hell is that possible? Again, because the way they eat. They're not eating fried foods. They're not eating processed foods. They're not eating packaged foods. They're eating natural carbohydrates from vegetables. They're living a life of a lot of water, they're drinking, in Greece and in Japan. So they can get away with smoking. Not you shouldn't smoke, but imagine if they didn't smoke, they'd be even that much better. But my point is, that's how powerful food is. That's how powerful relationships are, connections. And again, not everybody has to be your best friend. You could still go out, have a coffee or catch up with an acquaintance, but these things matter. And the Japanese and the Greeks, they got it right, and they're getting it right. And these are the blue zones and we need to copy some of this. So, just to bring it back, I mean, these are the four things, food in Japan and Greek culture, they eat God made over man made. They're eating the orange. They're not drinking orange juice. Orange juice is man-made. They're eating grapes. They're not guzzling down bottles of wine every night. Yeah, they have a little bit of wine, but again, it's portion sizes too. And my point is, they're having God made over man made. They're not frying foods. They're not eating bags of chips and bagels and pasta bread, pizza. They're not doing that. They're on peninsulas and islands. A lot of fish, a lot of vegetables. A lot of fruits. That's what they're doing in Japan and Greece. So it's the foods they're eating, natural foods. They're drinking a lot of water, a lot of green teas. They're getting up and they're moving, a lot of motion. And they're not, notice I didn't say working out, a lot of walking, a lot of getting up, a lot of just always on the move, always doing something. They're moving every day. And then the fourth thing, which is really the first thing, is relationships. They're all about curating their relationships. I try to call my friends up and I'm the one that's always calling them. And sometimes I say to myself, why am I always calling these assholes? But I'm like, you know what? That's okay. Because most people don't take the initiative, but I'm going to. And so I'm making a point to reach out to friends. If they can't make it, or family, and they can't get together, okay, well, I'll try again in a couple of days. But I always have something on my calendar every single day, whether it's just getting together for a coffee or playing tennis or, catching up over, face to face. That's the key. Face to face, if you can't meet up with your family, meet up with friends, or make new friends, get out, go to church, go to synagogue, go to mosque. You don't have to be the number one most holy person, but get out, do stuff, join something, go get out, move. That's what the Japanese do. That's what the Greeks do. It's the food they eat is again, it's not processed. It's not shit. It's a lot of natural drinking of water and the green teas and a lot of motion, getting up and moving and walking, get your steps in, and the relationships, with people face to face, seeing eye to eye, and, working to live, not working to buy stuff and more stuff and more stuff and more stuff and going on this vacation. We got to go on this vacation. They're not doing that. They're chilling out. They're doing staycations in Greece and in Japan for the most part. They're just there and they enjoy their life that they have it. So I can do what I can do. You're going to do what you're going to do. But I say, we deserve better. You deserve better. I believe in you. Let's try to take I'm trying to take some of what they do and incorporate it into my life. And I encourage you to do the same. We're going to be happier. We're going to be stronger. It's not about living to 110, but it's about, hey, the short life do we have, the short life that we do have, let's make it a happy life, a stronger life. And we can do these things. If you think you're happier and stronger, if you think you're happy and strong now, you'll be even stronger and happier copying many of the things that the Greeks and the Japanese do in these blue zones. So I believe in you. I know you can do it. Step at a time. Take it easy. Don't rush. And if you fall, get back up. Not a big deal. Hey, who loves you? Okay. All right. I believe in you. Our bodies are Ferraris. We don't put shit fuel in the Ferrari. We put quality fuel in the Ferrari. Okay. God made over man made. I believe in you. I know you can do it. You deserve the best. DJ Tony, I'm out. 5, 4. Oh, by the way, share this with somebody you love or hate. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I need more subscription. I gotta get my numbers up, goddammit. Okay. All right, man. Everyone, you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.